So welcome back. In this, so we decided to make our bottom navigation. So first, in the bottom navigation, I made it clear because it is something simple. So here in the bottom navigation, we want to have a bottom navigation composable. Then we have bottom navigation items. So inside the bottom navigation items, here we'll tell whether the item is selected or not. So the items, in order to get that, we're going to extract a new widget called item component containing the icon and the badge. So if we move to this, we should have this. It's a just simple composable function, item component. We have here show badge. We also have when it is selected, the counts of the notification, and the image vector. Okay, so but remember, there are some lists like this one that don't have icon badge, so we render the box, the badge box conditionally with if it has a badge. If it has a badge, we render that. Else we just render the icon with the icon. So if we run that and see in our visor, we should have something like that. So the next step here we are going to make is the navigation drawer. So let's move up here. I think we should minimize some. Let's minimize the custom navigation. Custom navigation in the bottom now, and start working on the custom drawer. Let's start working on the custom drawer. Okay, so inside that we have compose function called, we'll just call it jetmail draw. The drawer doesn't take any parameter, but it will return a column. So the column will have get jetmail get jetmail text. So we're going to create this function get jetmail text. So the get jetmail text is a text. If we look from the complete tutorial over here, it has this color for every letter. So that one, I think of everything you're just going to do here in the main activity. So let's make that composable function. I'm going to make it down here. So I'll call it composable function called that. So the first thing the first parameter is going to take is 1 is a modifier equals to modifier the style of type text type, and that. So return a text. So the text here. Why is this thing yellow? Okay, so solve it that way. Still yellow. I don't know when it will stop yellow. Okay, the editors just hung. So we are going to return one. Want to build annotation string, annotated string. So build annotated string. So inside the build annotated string, we are going to have string case for each and every letter in the Jetmail. Okay, so we're going to run with style. Okay, so the style is going to be paragraph style, then to line height of 30.sp. Let's import sp. Let us import sp. So the first with style, it's a bit tricky anyway. The first with style is also going to return another with style, the first bunch of the letters, the Jetpack in full. So you can have with style for one, then you next add the with style. Yeah. So okay. So one, you're also going to have with style again, with the style now of span style. The span style takes in a color, and the color I'm going to say Jetmail 1. So Jetmail 1 color is just the Jetmail 1 color is just a blue color. So I don't know why this keeps on saying you have an error, but actually you don't. Okay, we'll see. Wait. So I think let's move and correct some imports over here. That was the one. Yeah, from Compose. Alright, now fixed. So we're going to append J. Alright, so we're going to repeat this how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as per the letters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So down, sorry for the noise, guys. People are seriously watching. So we have jet. Mail for color, we have just 1, plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, finally 7. So that is the get color, get text color. So for that, we're going to have now. So for style, for this one, text style of course, font weight, font weight, font weight, W900, W900, font size, font size of 30 dp, SP, letter spacing of 4 SP, the modifier dot padding of start 20, top 20, bottom 10. Bottom 10 and top 20. Top 20 BP. Alright. The next is, let's have a divider. Give it a color of text, and also we'll have now a Jetmail draw content item. So Jetmail draw content item, we're going to define a composable for that, for this, for each row, so that you can just duplicate down and pass in the parameters. Okay, so let's have that. Sorry, Jetmail draw content. Jetmail draw content. Let me have that composable over here. Okay, these things you can just arrange into different files, but I just decided to use this because it's just a tutorial. For production, you can have this, every widget on its own. So what does the Jetmail draw content have as a parameter? So one, it has a title, type string, image vector, but this one is of type int because we're getting it from drawables. The next one is selected. It's selected, default false. The next one is has notification. Has notification. That's boolean. But default false because some items don't have notification. The next is notification count. Notification count. It's an integer. Default is 0. Let's have code now. Alright, so now let's do the arrangement of our items. So here from the finished item is we have a row with an icon, and the row is spaced between. We have icon, text, and the chip there, which has the number, the notification count, and whether it is new or not. So let's do that. So we're going to have a row with the horizontal arrangement, space between. We have a modifier, modifier dot offset. If you move up the previous product, we have at first it is rounded, right? And without that modifier of type offset, we are going to offset it such that it moves towards the end of the screen so that it fits us at just like Gmail one. So we'll have offset. We're going to offset x, the horizontal. We're going to offset x, and we are going to offset it with some negative value. So depending on your screen, you will place the value that will fit there. Negative 30 dp. And also we are going to fill max width. We are going to have an height of 55 dp. We are also going to have a background. So the background, we have color. So color will now depend off if it is selected. So if is selected, we have selected color. Else also render it conditionally based on the system in dark green. If the system is in dark green, let's say draw primary color, else the light primary color. That. So the shape is circle shape, and also let's apply padding to the end. Let's apply padding to the end 10 pp. So the end padding is just to move it from here to somewhere there. So that is the end padding. So that's the row. So what inside the row now? Let's see. We are going to have a column with a row. Okay, we are going to have a column that has these two with a row. Yeah, let's do that first. So we're going to have a column, give it a modifier, modifier dot fill max height, and give it some padding of 18 dp. The next is padding of 18 dp. Yeah, that's that. I think that's enough. So from inside there, now that we have the column having all these, we're going to have a row to align them one by one like that. So we had a column like this, so we're now going to have a row to align each item inside the row. So row, row. So the row has nothing there. So the first row, it has an icon, we need to open the resource, resource. The painter resource ID should be from the image vector passed in up here, this one, and the content description, that's customizable, so we may just say that. The color, the tint, did I place comma then? The tint will be rendered conditionally. So if should be inside down. So tint will be rendered conditionally based on if it is selected. So if it is selected text color, otherwise get text color. These are coming from the utility function we created over here. So that is that. So we're still in that. Let's give it a modifier pad, padding start of 40 dp. I think it's moving from the screen. Let's make it padding start of 40 dp and a height of 30, and height of 30 dp. Height of 30 dp. Now we have icon done. So that is this icon in the first item in the row. So the second item in the row should be let me push it some few degrees from, let's have a spacer. Modifier dot width of 20 dp, modifier of 20 dp, and a text with the title, and color also depending on whether it is selected. So color, whether it's selected. Alright, so we are done with the column, this column over here. So we're now moving to this side. So that side has to be rendered because some like promotional updates may not have notification. So they may be selected but they not have notification. So if they are, so we'll have now so outside the row, we'll have if has notification, if they have notification, we're going to make a custom chip, custom chip. So this custom chip, I'm going to make it have a text of type, I'm just going to predefine it. So new information, and count, I'm going to give it notification count, and selected is depending on if it's selected, so that I give the color, and the modifier equals to modifier padding of 10 dp. So let's create this custom chip down here, composable double function called custom chip. So the custom chip, as we said, has a text string default star. It holds part of the text. It has a count. It has a count of integer. In selected boolean and the modifier right. Great, so we have that. Let's go to the spelling. Is gone. So here we're going to have a surface. We're just going to have a surface and render it conditionally. Save a surface. So we have color. So we're going to have this color when one is selected. When selected, we are going to provide selected color text. Selected item color, else color dot gray. So the next is the shape. So the shape is round corner shape. Rounded corner shape. With 16 dp. Rounded corner shape of in the pink. This has been border. So border stroke. So this border stroke we're going to render it conditionally also with let's make it DP and the color. So color is just like when it's selected or that. So color that. So modifier that will be passed up from the parent. Modifier. I think that is done for it. So let's move to its content. So the content just has a row with a text and notification count. So we have a row modifier, we have text, text equals to count to string color if selected just have to select the text color. No, selected item text, or else just get text color. Next we have a modifier of the text. So we have a modifier, just a modifier which is apply padding. Padding at start we have 10 and 8. And is 8. We also have top of 8, and also bottom of 8 BP. Yeah, so that is for count. Let's copy it down and make this one the text. Alright, so the custom chip is done. Let's move back to here where we have the Jetmail drawer content. So now let's pass the parameters that we have just defined there. So for the first one, just a minute. Figure out. So the first one is this, the drawer content, the image vector should from a drawable. Okay, so guys, I'm going to add all the drawables, then let me pick them from the finished project. I'm going to add all the drawables so that I don't make drawables now. Let me just add them all, copy all of them, copy all of them, and paste them here, paste them there. Yes, yep, that. Alright, so let's come back here. So here in our, so here we now have for so r dot drawables dot call, then is selected. Of course it's not selected. Just pass title all boxes. Duplicate that one down, but have some space. So for this, it's for inbox. I think we have a divider and a spacer. That's the divider, and let's push it down a bit. Spacer, modifier dot height. Give it 10 dps from the top of it. So for this one, we'll have now the primary, have the primary, I think we should stop at 40. So we have the primary, and for primary the icon is inbox. It is selected true. Notification count, notification count, let me say 99. Selecting as notification true. I will just copy. Now is notification true. Alright, okay. So let me just copy all this because we're just repeating everything. Copy and paste it down here. So what we have now is all boxes, the primary, the social, promotion, updates, forum, all boxes. This is the text that separates them. We also have starred, important, spam, and trash. So I think the Jetmail drawer is done, so we can add it to our drawer content. Let's just add it there. Drawer content, and let's run our application and see. Let's run our application and see. Let's run our